So we'll talk about the casting of your film. From the first film, Nedumudi Venu, he's also a veteran actor, well-known person. He's acting in your film. You have casted Prithviraj and Indrajit in two of your films. Is that content needed, or you want to do that because you're going to do this film as a theatrical release?
Actually, it's casting is a very important thing. The first film, when I thinking about making a film, Saira, after completing the script, I have only one actor in my mind for this Ustad Ali Hussain, that is Nedumudi Venu, but I don't know him. So when I approached him, and first I asked him to, I'm interested to making a movie, but I don't have any experience. So, sir, please read the script. This is the whole script. So you can read the script, and after reading, if you are interested, then we can do the movie. So it was happening in 2001, and he read the movie, and then he said that okay, we can do this movie. From 2001 to 2005, he is with me. So there is a lot of problem is there. We can't find a producer. We can't find the money. But I met him regularly in many places. When I and then he said, "Okay, you can take your own time. I am ready. Whenever you is ready, we can do the movie." So his support is very important for making this Saira. And after that, up to the Veil Marangal, I worked with a lot of main stars, mainstream film stars. My experience is that they are ready to do these movies because they wanted to do something different. Usually, they are acting in commercial movies. It's just a like the same role again, or they are overdue. But they wanted something like that. I casted this artist. It is not because of the theater release when I thinking, because I know that even if these actors are acted in this movie, the theater release is very difficult because the theater owner said that even Prithviraj or Indrajit or Kunchako Boban is there in movie. Then the theater people said that oh, this is Kunchako Boban is there, but this is a different movie, not the commercial movie. So we don't want it. Actually, they said that even the television people said that okay, this movie is how a star is there, but this is a good movie, so we don't want it. So that is their approach. They said that this is a good movie, it's a different movie, so we don't want it. They want it only the brainless movies, or they want it only the commercial movies. But for my movie, when a professional actor is came, it is the process. It's easy. Only thing is that they need to remove all their mannerism they are usually using in their commercial movies. I always said to my actors that please come with as a white paper, blank paper. You leave all your convictions, you leave all your acting styles, everything back before the cinema, and then came as a plain paper, and then do what I said, or you can improvise. So, especially in my movies, there is a, especially in the later movies, the subtle acting is very important, not the loud acting. So I already said them, you can just act like subtle. That's a real, in a really life how you are behaving, not in a cinema. So when the professional actors came, they can understand the things very easier. And also there is a lot of examples that the fresh people, the new people are also astonishing me. Like they are performing very well. So I worked with the professional artist and a non-professional artist. Both have some good thing, and there is a good point is with them, and there is also a barriers are also.
So after your five films, when I see all next five set of films, only the same set of people who is acted in the film. We have a certain team for so the Suraj and also Master Govardhan and also Indrian. All these Prakash, everybody is the same cast which is appearing on your films. Why you want to stick on to these people throughout like for 5 years or throughout this movie?
That is also very these these actors are very comfort for me. So they are very cooperative with me. They know what I need. So it is very easy to work with them. So always it is safe that we can work a movie, especially when we are working with the very not too much budget, and we have a restricted time. So when these artists are coming, they know what to do. They have a very good sync with me. Actually, my technicians are also the same for so many movies during the last 6 or 7 movies. One cameraman, MJ Radhakrishnan,
Was done
was
the 90.
shot my almost all films except the last one, just now finished. And the sound designers, the editors, then the sound mixing engineer. Uh, the sound mixing engineer, I think we together done almost 8 films completed. So I have a fixed crew. I have a fixed lot of artists. They are always associated with my movie because they never think that if they have a lead role or not, they will come. If I call Prakash or Indran's, then ask there is a small role, please come and do. They will come. That's a very because we have a good communication, we have a good rapport. That's the important thing when we are choosing a technician, choosing the artist. Uh, a rapport with the director is very important. So that's why I prefer to work with them continuously.
When I saw the bird with the large wings movie, it was almost like a documentary. It was flowing like a documentary, inspired from the real incident. It also from you're visualizing the real incident, and also yeah, it has a part of real people who have suffered by the endosulfan. After Prakash has appeared as a doctor, it has changed into a fiction. So at this point, the same characters are repeating in your films as a different roles. So have you ever felt have the insecurity whether this will work out or this is a fine? I can work the same actors with the different roles. Is it fine for you?
Birds with large wings. I know that the movies from the beginning itself. I am planning it's like a docu drama. Some portion is documentary, like some portion is fiction. So it is very pre-planned. The beginning portion and towards the end portion, there is a literally there is a documentary style. In some portion, it changed into the fiction. In the end portion, it is changed into the a surrealistic model. So it is planned, and then I thinking about the who will be acted in this movie, the characters. When I thought that this doctor that is a real character actually, so then I thought that yeah, Prakash would be better for doing this. So because I know that he can do very well, and he can come whenever I ask. So that's a belief that it is like a belief in actors. So we think that this actor can do this very well. That's a belief.
So as we talking about bird with large wings, when I see the film for the first 20 minutes, I was unable to see the film because you have captured the real people who suffer, real children who have suffered. Yeah, for that script, you might have done a lot of research, a lot of following up of on that incident. How that affects you psychologically? Because these children are like 16, 12, 13, who are affected physically and also mentally, and by seeing this their parents, all these things might have reflected some kind of psychological effects within you, some kind of suffering or sadness within you. How you prepare for that shooting spot, how you manage all these things?
Uh, that shooting was the whole process, the shooting, the scripting, shooting, editing, everything is actually a very stressful time. That was because before writing the movie, I visited all these people and seeing themselves and their sufferings. It was a very painful see because in the cinema I portrayed only 10 or 20 people, but in the real life I met more than 100 people. So I visited more than 100 houses, more than 100 kids who is suffering. So it was a very difficult time for me. And after the writing, when we shooting also, the whole crew is very mentally struggled. When we because many time we stopped the shooting. This is a sing sound shooting. We are capturing the real sound. Uh, Many times the actors are dropped down. They are started to crying in between the scene. And if then the actor, even the Kunjaka Boban, he cried many times in between the shoots. And then we stopped the shoot and then get him a type for calm down, settle down. And when we restart the shoot, then suddenly the boomman, our boomman, he's starting to cry. Then we again stopped. Then we allow some time to settle him. And then this is happening that every crew member is crying in one occasion or another scene. So many times we stopped the shoot for 30 minutes or 45 minutes and allow the whole crew to settle down and again start. But a new people will again cry. And this is actually the shooting time is very difficult for us. All the crew is usually my shooting set is always there is a very happiness is there. We are all enjoyed a lot. We are singing in the evening. We are singing together. We are sitting together. We are talking together. But this shoot is never like that. This is something like we are all in a gloomy mood. We all are in a very heavy heart with so uh, even in the editing table also when we are editing uh, the editor cut one or two shots he's started to cut then he stopped then he said that "Oh, no, I couldn't do this right now. I need some time to rest or I need to time to settle down." Then he take a break and then again start. This is happening in every portion when the editor and after the sound processing, the sound designer, the sound mixing engineer, the musicians, everyone is started to crying when seeing the movie. So the whole process actually is this making of these birds with large wings from the scripting to the final print. It was a very difficult time for me also. My entire during that period around 2 years, it was a very difficult time to us. So
So,
that this film is the most painful filmmaking process in my life. And also, I thought this film is the people who is regularly seeing my movies. They are not to prefer to see this movie. And I'm also said to the people that who wanted to watch my old movies, then I want them. This movie might be disturb you. So this is the most disturbing movie to watch.
the content have took and talking in the film which was controversial. It's against the government who took the stand against the people. Yeah, handling this kind of content might have been a problem to you back then. How did you manage? And also, it got a national award. It is a IME. It was different because you were talking about the government, and this government has done this. All these things, people are still suffering, but they have given national award for this. How you see all these things?
Yeah, when I working that movie, first I took a stand that I need to tell the truth. So these are all happened. The government actually take a stand against the people. So that was happened. So I thought that I might to portray the truth. Whatever happened, I never changed. I will tell the truth. So that's why I make the movie. First, I very fearful about the censoring. So I thought that the censor board maybe cut the portion of the some portions against the India government, especially when in the United Nations conference, when the board of India is down, and then the representative of India take the
Upside down
board
meaning.
and put it uh, the table. Yeah, it's up down. So I thought that censor board should be cut that scene. But after the censoring, usually during the censor time we are standing outside the censor board, people watching the movie, and just after watching the movie they will call the director and discuss what is their thoughts like that. But after watching the movie, for the half hour they didn't call me. So I think that they have some hot discussions that there is a lot of cut should be there. So I am afraid. And after 30 minutes, they called me inside. And then they said that their first question is that it is not a question actually, it is like a statement. They said that, oh, these type of things is really happen in our state. It's very awkwardness. So then they said that we are very disturbing, so that we can't able to talk with you just after the movie. So that's why we are taking some rest for 30 minutes. So okay, this is the clean certificate. Actually, I wanted that. Why they are not cut some portions? I usually expect at least 5 cuts, but they didn't never. And then the second miracle is that it's a irony is that they got this movie selected to the Panorama, and this movie got the national award. So I didn't think how. I don't know how this is happening. I never expect that this movie got the national award because the content is just against the government, but the same government is giving the award. But I thought that the jury members may be different. They may be with some humanitarian concept, and they are very artistic people maybe. So at that time, maybe the jury was good. They have considering the work of art, and that's why it may be happened. I don't know actually.
As a filmmaker, you think the censor board is important. The filmmaking and the theatrical release in the OTT platform has hugely different right now. Even recently, the central government has released that OTT platform also need to have some censor things. So, how you see about censor as a filmmaker when even you are a serious filmmaker who talk about political social issues.
Uh, censoring, actually, I think in India, the concept of censoring is different from other countries. That's the main problem is there. In every country, there is a censoring for the films, but in other countries, the censoring is like they are not cut the films. They are not asked to avoid these scenes. They are only classify the film because this film is uh, it is viewable to all the audience, or it is viewable to the people
They
above
certificate
18.
according to that.
Yeah, according to the age they are classifying the movies. But in India it is different. India, the censor board thinks that their duty to cut the scenes. That's not right actually. That actually they have no power to cut anything. So in the law, censor law, there is actually they have not any power. They can only advise that this film is classified as A or not A U or something like that. But they are doing an additional power to cut these movies. That is not a good thing. But we are helpless because the censor body is governed by the government, and the people who was elected as the censor board. That's also an important. If from my state in Kerala, the people who are the people selected as the censor board members, they have not any connection with the good cinema. Sometimes they have not even they didn't watch many good films. They are coming as a censor board member because of some political connections. So they don't never know what is art, what is film, even what is politics, what is humanity, nothing. So that is depend on these members. Some members are coming as the political connectivity, and then they said that their power is to cut some scenes. Uh, so that is, I don't know how we can uh, prevent this. This is happening in right now in OTT platform also. They are implementing these sensor issues. So I don't know how it is tackling. But only the thing is that for the international festivals or international screening, we have not need any censor certificate. So we can show our original film there. So that's only thing we can expect.
So in Bird with Large Wings, we have Anmol as a female lead. That character was not actually the character arc was not very lengthy. The character was just there, was there. There is no dialogue or anything. Anmol was not used. Those female character was not used much. Why?
Actually, that character is only the part of in the conference section, the female character. Only in the United Nations conference section, they are coming to for a speech or representing the NGO. That is only the part. Initially, it was also a male character. I The real character is a male character. All these characters are real actually. So when in the United Nations conference, a male is attended really, but when after the writing process, writing is completed, then I suddenly realized that there is no female character in this movie. So entirely there is no female character. So then I said that, oh, okay, we need to at least one female character. It is not important. Even though it is not an important role, but we need to represent one female character also. Then I changed the real character, male, into a female character. So that's why that character is happening. Because in that movie, in the real plot, there is not any space of any female characters are. Only these are the real characters. The Kunjaka Boman character, the photographer is real. He is the Madhufumi photographer Madhuraj, and then the Prakash character is also there is a real doctor, uh, and the other things are the minister Suraj portraying the minister is also the real character, and that's why there is no space for a female character in that movie. So I just changed one character into a female character. That's why it is happened to be very subtle.
You have taken that film from a real incident, which you might have added some kind of fiction things. For example, where Kunja, the photographer, will be in the hotel room. The businessman will come and give this that you should not be on this side. You should become this side. Having this
Uh,
deal kind of thing. So this might be. Is it happened real, or it was added for just for the cinematic experience you have added it?
no, it just happened. It has really happened. So because the this representative, the company representatives, really came to this doctor and asked him to not proceed. So they are offering something. That has really happened.
About your location scouting. Your visuals are very mesmerizing. And how you do this location scouting? Mainly within your second, say Ram, even in Ram and even the way home you went, you are having this location, Rajasthan, Ajmer, and also Ladakh. All these location you have went and you have captured, visualized the pictures. How you spend time on location hunt? How you plan things in the pre-production? Because your all the stories are connected with so much with the landscape and the nature. So how you choose the locations and all.
Locations are actually a very important part in my films. So and also it was the most risky portion because we need to get the right location. So for I think most of the traveling, very large traveling is needed for this finding the locations. Many of the films, like in The Way Home, we shot Kerala. We shot it from Kerala to Ladakh. There is a six state is coming, even Rajasthan, Jammu and Kashmir. Many states is coming. Before that, before every film, I have extensively traveled to find this whether it's the good location suitable for this. In Color of Sky, we have traveled many places. We didn't find a location like that. In the script, the film is the location is like that a house which is situated. The front door is towards the sea, and the back door is towards the forest. So we never thought that we can get a place like that. So we traveled a lot of islands, Lakshadweep, Mali, and a lot of places. And finally, in Andaman also, we have searched many island, and after that, we find this Neil Island. So there is a lot of traveling is needed for this movie. For Painting Life, we traveled more than six states, but we could not able to find the location. Then we traveled to Bhutan and Nepal, but we don't find the this guest house in a lonely places. Only alternative is to set a uh, building nearby, but I didn't prefer that because a set is like. But in Color of Sky, we build the set. Otherwise, it is not possible. But for this Painting Life, I need a real location like that. So we again searching, and then finally we got the one guest house in city. So this location searching is Raki is very important. It will take a long time. It is a very tired process actually also. But I think this is the main thing for a film. If we get a right location, the film is half done.
How the art department works, because it was a huge house you set up, the whole story revolves around only that place. How the art department works, how you plan that things in pre-production. And also in Vail Marangal, where Manor Island was set it up totally. When I googled it, that island was totally different. When I saw this film, it was totally different, because you are matching different location with your visuals. Even Vail Marangal was visualized in Manor Island and also in Manali. In few of things were shot in Himachal. When I come to Colors of Sky, it was totally taken in Andaman Nicobar. So these locations you do, the art department you work with, how this process goes.
That's a in Color of Sky, the art department done a very good job because in this Neil Island is very far away from this the main Port Blair. So there is only a ship. In the morning, one ship is go to this island and it is gone back. Then up to the next day, there is no connection to the outer world. So the art department need to construct a big house. Everything they wanted to build this the material coming from the Port Blair. So they wanted to ship it to the island, and even we need to buy a nail or something. If you need a hammer, you should bring it from the Port Blair, not available in this island. So they took around 15 days to build this set. And before that, there is 1 month before that they are gone there, and the preliminary work was done. So it was a huge work for them. In Monroe Island also, we set this house, the Indian's house, in a very small places. So in that places we can't able to walk to the places. We can only travel by the boat, by the small boats. So the construction is even though it's a very small house, the construction is very difficult because we need to travel by the boat and bring all the materials and equipments to the place. So the shooting is also very difficult. It is a rainy time, the real rain time we are shooting, and also the artificial rain is also used. So the whole place is muddy, very muddy, and we are all slipping. The whole crew is slipping every time. So, but the art department is stay there and they build this house before starting shoot. So it is very important. Just like the location, this set is also very important. So the art department is doing the good job. In Kaduvukunaram also, the village is inside the village, the forest. The village is so all set. It's not real village. So we build the things. So it is very important. These art people.
So, talking about the art department and Color of the Sky, the film which talk about the strange man who has been isolated in an island in a different place. So, you bring that protagonist into an isolated place and make him to have a spiritual feeling or a philosophical things to experience those things. So, for this, it takes a lot of artwork and everything. So, why you want to particularly have this kind of storytelling?
That's actually the when I started to write the script, I have just a single line. That's a stranger met a man and started robbing, and he suddenly picked him to different places, and that place is isolated from the outer world. So that's only one line I have, and when I make it developing this one line, then I think that this isolated place should be a very unique one, and the people who met that place should be a different kind of story or different people. Like one is the guy who cannot able to speak, the lady, and the other guy have a stammering. So I think that they can express their feelings by the emotions only, not through the dialogues. And this place, particularly this place, this island, it should be a significant one. It should be a visually good one. It have self-sufficient everything. So uh, the the writing is developed like this from a single line to the expansion. It is developed like a spiritual content is came, some philosophical content is came. Uh, that's how it is developed. It's a natural development of the story. Then when I writing a story, I thought that what happened to me if I am that person. So that's why it is I am following on.
So talking about Akashatanda Niram, when I watched all of your 10 films, all the characters arc, the character sketch you have, in all the films cast or not casting, write the characters with a special physical things. They might have some kind of disabilities like deaf, dumb, this kind of some people think that when I see the film, my film want to be very mainstream, very posh and beautiful, but they don't cast these kind of peoples. They don't want to, or else they cast these kind of peoples and they make some kind of emotion throughout of it. That's not. But in your stories, you cast these people and just show their life. You don't put them any pity kind of suffering, or don't give that emotions and all. Just cast that kind of people. Starting from all the films, you have this character. A character will be deaf or dumb, or this kind of physical disabilities will be there. Why you want to give that kind of character sketch in your films?
When I'm sketching these type of characters with a disability, uh, I make sure that I do not want to sympathize these characters because they are not actually they are not sympathetic characters. They live their lives with confidence, with a strength, with a passionate to the life. They are self-sufficient, even though they can't able to speak or they can't able to hear. They are self-sufficient. They live their lives. So that I wanted to portray. In Agashthanaram, the lady is she can't able to speak, but finally she is when this guy going to the sea, uh, she's escaping, try to escaping him from the sea. So she's very bold. She's never showing any sympathy or something. So I wanted to portray these people like they are self-sufficient. They have a good vision to the life. They live themselves. That is I wanted to show in Sound of Silence. Also, the boy he do all the jobs. So he's not hesitated to do the any job, even though didn't hear or he didn't speak. He lives a good life. He can lives with the cattle, the cow. He is hearing all these like the sounds of natures. When I took that scene, I asked Suraj that it has only one take because when he is fell down to this stingy mud, after that it is very difficult. He need to wash his whole body. He need to wash his dress, and it take a long time. So we need to take it in a one shot. The only thing advantage is that except Suraj, if I am casting any other big stars in this movie, then they may be refuse to do this. I think in my movie, uh, the movies are all about not all about the human. It is also with all about this the other animals also. So in Sound of Silence also there is a lot of lambs are there. I think in a film we are not supposed to tell the story of human being. We are supposed to tell the story of animals. We are supposed to tell the story of nature. We are supposed to tell the story of all the atmosphere around us.